Last time, I scored a batch of brand new second-hand tiles for the bathroom, saving a chunk of the budget. Back at the apartment, I made real progress on the smoke shaft, sealing up gaps and getting it ready for plaster and paint. It's slowly turning from the apartment's biggest headache into something that actually looks finished. Now, let's get back to it for today's episode. Hello and welcome back to the building site that we have here. Today is going to be a very short one because I'm only here for about 6 hours today. But next weekend I have taken an entire week off because it's the Easter period coming up. This is just going to be a quick one. Let me show you first what has been going on in the meantime since I've been away. Over here you can see the sort of like the shower area. This has been waterproofed with a waterproof membrane that has dried out. We have taken away the old shower unit that's set here, and my cousin Jesper is the one that's been doing all of this. The next thing we need to do is to tile the entire bathroom, and then after that I need to add in all the different kind of details, and then we can call this toilet done. I do have a slight concern because Jesper has made this small little box here, and this box is for the water sources. They are running into this apartment, and I think it's a bit wet. I'm considering whether I should have that taken out completely. However, since we have it in that box, I'm not so sure whether it's something that should be done now. But as you can see here, there's a clear color difference. So this has been added waterproof membrane to it. And then you're going to add adhesive on top of that and tiling. And here you're just going to tile it on top of it. I'm actually not so sure what needs to be done with these kind of walls here. And then I need to fix in the radiator back. And then we need to fix in the toilet as well, coming down here. You've seen the tiles already, but yeah, that's the next stage. I hope to have this entire bathroom done in a couple of weeks from now. Hopefully it can get somewhere to a done status by the end of my holiday, where most of my folks will be upstairs. Let's run upstairs. Upstairs, the beloved, or quite annoying, smoke shaft. I've got the scaffolding in right now because I went and did some things yesterday. I needed to tape some of the where the plasterboards meet up, and I hadn't taped them in the first place, so I had to do that to ensure that everything was taped. My plan today is to have a piece of plasterboard added going from the top here down to somewhere around here, and again also on the other side of it. But then the plan is also to add in a piece of plasterboard from where my fingers are now, going down to the hole here, so that we get it all the way down to the end. I'm not so sure whether it's only one piece of plasterboard or two. Hopefully I can get them cut and I can get them put up myself today. Okay, I have just taken all the screws out, and you can probably see the issue right here as I'm standing, because this is the bottom of the smoke shaft and this is the tallest stair that I have. What I want to do now is I want to see if I can get a piece of plasterboard from here going all the way down to around here, and I'm really hoping I can have it in one piece, but we'll have to see about that part. Next element is to do it on the other side, and then I can leave these two sides here open so that I can stand on a piece of scaffolding, put that in between, and do the taller bit that is directly above me right now. First, get all of that skim coated, get all of that painted, and then take it in stages down. Okay, I'm just measuring right now from the bottom and all the way down to where the bottom edge is going to be of the smoke shaft. There is 97 centimeters. I am not putting these plasterboards up in an upright position. I'm putting them horizontally rather than vertically, which you would normally do. The reason why I'm doing that is because the plasterboards that I've ordered are only 90 centimeters wide, meaning that I'm going to be roughly about 7 centimeters short, which is not good. Therefore, I think the wise thing to do is to cut a piece to the length that is 51 here, and then add that in here so that it stops right there. And then I'll add a second piece running from the middle of it here all the way down to the bottom. Then I can screw those in because I need to ensure that they are secure, they're tight, they're in place. I'd rather take it in 2 stages than just in one. It means that I will have one more gap to fill out, but I'm not bothered because I have so many gaps to fill out anyway. And it's down this, and I want the finish to be looking right. So instead of doing a botched up, I might as well do it right in the first way. I'll get it calculated, and then I'll cut a board piece that will go here, and we'll see if we can fit it in from this position that I'm having right now. Okay, let's get to it. What you can quickly see right here is that we actually still have some leftover mold. So I've killed this once. I've given it some moisture that kills these kind of mold spots that you see so that they don't grow. The most important thing is actually to just kill the water source where it came in from. And that's what we've done by changing the part up there. So what I'll do is I'll spray something on there, let it sit, spray something on here, let it sit. And I think I'll just give the entire beam. And I'm also going to do it here, here, here. I don't like lettuce. I really don't like lettuce. Oh God. The product is called Rotalome. It's a Danish brand. It works very well against mold. So you basically just spray it on, and it has to be like a couple of degrees, and then it works. And then you just let it sit, let it vapor itself into the air, and then it should be fixed. So I'll get that done now. And FYI, I'm not going in shine on this because I'm going to close this off, and then I'm hoping that I should never open up a spoke shaft ever again. Therefore, I want to ensure that everything is completely dead. What it does is that it goes in and then it kills the spores of the fungus mushroom, and that is actually why there might still be some miscoloring on the back of it. Now I'm going to cover it over with new plasterboard. I believe I actually have, I do have that here. This was how the plasterboards was looking on the carton side of it. You could see how ugly and how full of mold that is. So I'm very happy that I'm getting this entire shaft done. It's adding at least another month to the renovation from what I expected in the beginning. I'll take that extra month or extra 2 months even if necessary, if it means that I'm never going to struggle with mold or anything like this before, because I want to get the things done in the right way. But yeah, now just this side and then done. It says that it only takes about 15 minutes to work, and then you can brush it off, or you can just let it dry. I think I'll do the latter and let it dry out by itself, because then I don't have to do anything more. So yeah, job done. It's getting a bit more claustrophobic in here now, which is a very good thing, because that means I'm moving on with this smoke shaft. So as you can see, I put this board up, I put that board up right here. I've added the 2 boards, the one that goes here and the one that goes below, and I've done that on either side. I have taped the joints in between them. I've taped the joints that goes up here. And I did it yesterday with the one up here, also with the one up here. The reason why it's important to tape these joints that you see behind me is otherwise there will be some cracks after I have skim coated the entire bit, and it has set for say just a month or 2 months, and I've painted it all, then they might start to see some cracks coming out. Therefore I've taped this, and one small mistake I did last time on a piece up here was that I added in the tape and then I coated on top of it afterwards. But you don't need to do that. You need to first let it sit, and that's why I went up here and did it yesterday. I'm still not comfortable that this is fully dry. That's why I don't want to skim coat on top of this entire board. Yes, so therefore I'm just letting it dry, because I'm not going to be here for the next week. I'm going to be going out traveling, and then once I go back from my travels, I'm going to be back here for 10 days. And the plan is that this smoke shaft should be completely done by that time, and hopefully I can have everything inside the property plasterboarded, and hopefully also skim coated a couple of times. But I honestly have no clue how long this will take. The only final thing that I need to do in here, aside from plastering and skim coating and all of that, is to add a small arm that will go from where my hand is right now, sort of like here, and all the way up to the window, and that will then open up the window, which is the entire purpose of this smoke shaft. But right beneath me is a big 1 square meter hole down to the first floor, down to the stairs up to the 2 apartments that you enter into. I'll say job done for this weekend. I hope that you will tune in next time and follow along with the renovation here. I'll be seeing you soon. Cheers, bye bye.